Because of its independent rear suspension, when you lower your S550 Mustang, you introduce negative camber in the rear suspension. Now, a little bit of negative camber is not a bad thing. But the lower you go, the more you get, and that's going to cause wear on your tires and other components. Today, we're going to show you a way to fix this camber issue with parts from specialty products. These custom rear camber arms from Specialty Products Company will be a direct replacement for the factory arms on all 2015 through 2020 Mustangs. These are made of heavy-duty forged aluminum, and they have these rubber bushings that are bonded to the aluminum, so it's going to be very, very strong, but not add any kind of NVH to your car. Now, these are adjustable to add up to positive 3 degrees of camber or negative 2 degrees, so you have a wide range of adjustment for your lower car. Again, these are going to be a direct replacement. All hardware is included. For this installation, a lift or a jack and jack stands, torque wrench, 1/2-inch ratchet, 3/8 ratchet, 19mm socket, 18mm socket, 15mm socket, and a 15mm wrench. All right, to begin the installation, get the car off the ground, remove the rear wheel. Then we're going to remove our factory arm. Now, I will mention right now, before you do this installation, if you do have the camber specs, it will make it a lot easier, but either way, you will need an alignment when you're finished. This is the factory rear upper arm located right here. This is what we're going to replace with our camber arms. So we're basically going to remove the nut and bolt on the outside, and then remove the one on the inside. Okay, remove the hardware, so we're going to remove our camber arm. The control arm is going to mount with the logo facing forward, and this cutout here for the insert also facing forward. Now, the way this is going to work is detailed instructions included by SPC explaining what the setup is. This will basically install any one of these angles depending on what you're trying to do, how much you're trying to fix, and then the way the locking plate mounts will also determine how much camber you're trying to fix. The setup we're going with is going to D4, which is going to add 1.5 degrees of positive camber, which will get us to right about 1 degree negative, which will be perfect for our car. And again, for our setup with D4, this will face the outside. We're going to use the full offset plate. It'll go just like that. Okay, now we can put the arm up into place. And make sure you're using the provided hardware, not the original. Now, we install this locking plate. Make sure the piece sticking out goes inward. That's actually going to sit in the original slotted bolt hole to make sure it doesn't move back and forth. Now we're going to tighten this down. You're not going to tighten all the way yet. We want to have adjustability to get the outside. We want to get it down enough so that locking bolt is tight. Okay, now we install this cone adapter on the outside here. We may have to push up on the control arm a little bit. Now, the cone adapter we just installed is actually designed to have an 1.5-inch wrench put on there. So once you have the center set the way you want it, you actually fine-tune the camber by turning that, since it is an eccentric inside. Right now, though, we're just going to tighten everything down. We'll let the alignment shop handle the details. We're going to tighten the outer bolt to 85 foot-pound, the inner to 76. And we'll repeat the process on the other side, reinstall your wheels and tires, and your installation's finished. Now, as far as it goes, like I said, we had it set up for 1.5 degrees of positive camber. We were around 2.5 to 3 degrees negative, so it'll actually give us just a little negative camber, but it'll definitely help out with tire wear. If you're trying to dial in the camber on your lowered S550, these SPC control arms are going to be a great way to do it. Like I said, if you know your camber measurement ahead of time, you can set these up and get really, really close and just let the alignment shop finish the job when you have it aligned when you're done. Now, as far as the install goes, give yourself about 2 or 3 hours. Be back on the road in no time.